And James joins us now from New York. James, so not much prospect of agreement there. And we've now got apparently Russian airstrikes taking place in Syria. How is this all going to complicate things?
Well, I think it is a very interesting time. That meeting in the UN Security Council starts in 1 hour's time. The Russians have the presidency of the UN Security Council. I suspect the timing of those airstrikes in or around the city of Homs, certainly in Homs province, is not a coincidence, because this in many ways is one of the big parts of the Russian presidency of the Security Council. Sergei Lavrov will be chairing the meeting of the Security Council, and I suspect he is likely to refer to those airstrikes in his speech, which we'll see in just over an hour's time. Part of a very busy day here at the United Nations, because also something also concerning Syria, which is the refugee crisis, and as you know, the number of people coming into Europe has the largest number coming from Syria, and that will be looked at today in a special summit that Ban Ki-moon, the UN Secretary General, has put together. I've been speaking to Joseph Muscat. He is the Prime Minister of Malta. It's one of those frontline states on the edge of Europe, just over the coast from Libya. And this is what he had to say about the refugee problem.
We don't have the luxury, let's put it that way, of telling people, just wait outside the wall, let us see who you are, let us see whether you are good people, not so good people, and then we'll decide. The calls I have at night are from my army. There is only one decision that one can take. You either save people or you let them die. For me, it's a no-brainer. It's obvious that we're going to save people. So the illusion that one can just build some sort of wall and the problem stops, it's just that, an illusion.
Do you believe, even in a very best-case scenario, that there was a political solution in Libya, that your problems with migration and refugees would be over?
I, for one, believe that, first of all, we should not let the flow be managed by criminals, by criminal gangs who are raking up millions, if not billions, out of this business, so they should be taken out. Secondly, we should give a legal route for migrants to come into Europe. Thirdly, well, there isn't enough space for everyone, so it shouldn't be yes, please do come. It should be, there is a system, go through the system. We should do our best to welcome as many people as we possibly can.
The Prime Minister of Malta speaking to me earlier on there in the Rose Garden of the United Nations. And in addition to those events I've talked about, the Security Council meeting in 1 hour, the summit on migrants, the other big event of the day will be in the Rose Garden of the United Nations, because that is where we're going to have a flag-raising ceremony. For the first time, non-member states of the UN can raise their flags, and the Palestinians will be raising their flag for the first time in the Rose Garden. That will follow a speech from the Palestinian president to the General Assembly, Mahmoud Abbas. We're watching that too very closely, Shuli, because he's promised at the end of that speech he's going to deliver some sort of bombshell.
And I know you'll be right across that, James. Thanks for the moment. James Bays in New York at the United Nations headquarters there.